we're seeking permission tonight to create a request for proposal, basically meaning we would like to go out and see if there's a vendor who can meet a particular need for us related to potential elementary redistricting. And I want to take a moment to kind of step through that conversation well and reference the memo that we've drafted on this to make sure that everyone understands what we're talking about. As we come together and we run 4 elementary schools, it makes sense to look at the geographical boundaries affecting those elementary schools. And to do that may require outside assistance, which is essentially what we're requesting tonight. That would be as we would approach the 23-24 school year, or potentially even a subsequent school year. The board would have the liberty to make that decision. The goal of that work would be to provide the board with the most quality information we could give you to help make decisions, okay? So the board would retain the ability to make those decisions. We would just have nice input for you from an outside vendor. I think it's important that we emphasize the goal of that work, as we know, is not to identify any site for elementary school closure. That's not the idea. The idea is to make sure our geographical boundaries make sense for our transportation resources, our staffing resources, all of those types of things. It may also be helpful to know there'd be some detailed conversation we might need to have in the future about exactly how we would work within those redistricting proposals. That would be up to the board in the future as well. So it's just important to emphasize this is not so much any form of decision. It is a desire to go forth and see if we can get some data that would help us make decisions if that was necessary. Does that follow for everyone?
We have a cost.
We do not know a good cost estimate, unfortunately, because this ranges in incredible ways when you try to look at divisions who've done this, and most of the divisions that we know are substantially larger, so we're hoping that we come in under what they have expected.
Children in the far reaches of Potts Creek that ride the bus for an hour and 55 minutes would very much like that we move forward with this project.
So with their principal. Well, with that, I will move for approval for the RFP for the consultative analysis of school attendance in the county.
So I have a motion by Mr. Aaron, a second by Mr. Franson. Roll call, please, Ms. Willis.
Mr. Aaron?
Yes.
Mrs. Fitzpatrick? Yes. Mr. Franson?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Littleton?
Yes.
Mrs. Morgan?
Yes.
Mrs. Craig Pumpkin?
Yes.
Mr. Ray?
Yes.